Award-winning service.
Again.
Hear ye, hear ye. Announcing 2 more reasons to switch to Cricket and their award-winning service.
Wow, it does have a nice ring to it. Switch and see for yourself.
For J.D. Power 2022 wireless customer care and purchase experience mobile network operator performance studies award information, visit jdpower.com/awards.
Imagine your bright career when you join the U of L Health team. Now, imagine receiving free tuition to the University of Louisville. At U of L Health, we believe in investing in you and the power of education. So now, your U of L Health family has college tuition covered for all employees and their families. Just imagine the possibilities. For details, visit uoflhealth.org/imagine. That's the power of you.
It's the new year. That means change is here. But one thing that shouldn't change is who you call for all your home buying and selling needs. Call Josh Jarbo. Josh is a licensed realtor and owner of RE/MAX Alliance. And in 2022, he wants to make your home buying or selling process as efficient as possible by offering a guaranteed sale program and instant offers on commercial listings. And if that wasn't enough, up to a $5,000 seller's credit by mentioning you heard it right here on 93.9 The Ville. So don't wait any longer. Contact Josh Jarbo at 502-216-7590 or Josh Jarbo at remax.net.
Most shoppers today fall into one of 2 categories. You could be like Dave, who settles for nothing but the finest.
I drive only European luxury sedans, wear the finest Italian leather shoes. My shirts are custom made, and I expect white glove service from those I do business with. I appreciate world-class brands, and at this point in my life, I just don't want to compromise on quality, no matter what I buy.
Or you might be like Steve, whose goal is to always get the best deal.
I'm frugal. I'm all about finding value. I want the best price, and I don't mind going out of my way to get it. I work hard for my money. I just want to make sure when I buy something, I can have confidence in knowing I'm not overpaying for it. It's not being cheap, it's being smart.
You never see these 2 guys in the same store, except for one.
That's why I shop at Genesis Diamonds.
Genesis Diamonds is that rare shopping experience where you can have it all. Uncompromising luxury and unbeatable value. Exceptional service and the guaranteed best price in America. A premium experience and a smart purchase. This is where the best of all worlds come together. Genesis Diamonds and luxury pre-owned Rolexes. Shelbyville Road Plaza.
Play ball! Welcome to Louisville's premier baseball training facility, Smash Zone. Smash Zone Baseball offers the latest in high-tech baseball and softball training in a comfortable environment and convenient location off Plantside Drive. The team at Smash Zone Baseball loves helping kids develop their skills and confidence by offering you lessons, cage rentals, team rentals, power hour, hit sessions, and camps. Get your kids off the couch and into the game. SmashZoneBaseball.com.
It's out of here!
Whether you're looking to find employees or looking to find a job, liveinlou.com is Greater Louisville's largest local-only job board. Search from thousands of jobs from Louisville's best employers and find your next opportunity. Visit liveinlou.com/jobs today.
Hey, Cards fans, the first and second rounds of the NCAA Women's Basketball March Madness Tournament will be hosted at the KFC Yum Center. Don't miss matchups including the Albany Great Danes, Nebraska Cornhuskers, Gonzaga Bulldogs, and the University of Louisville Cardinals. Bundled ticket packages are on sale and available now starting at just $24. Grab your tickets and experience the best of postseason basketball at gocards.com/March Madness. That's gocards.com/March Madness.
This is Lamar Jackson, and you're listening to the home of the Ravens in Louisville, 93.9 The Ville.
That's his game. They don't get back. Hayward's look at his steal. Here's the steal. 3-on-1. Alley-oop. Oh, my goodness. Marcus Freeman. And you certainly are in love with him here in Louisville. Marcus in the open floor. Hops incredible. Here comes Maven off the steal. Oh, my goodness.
Get up, get up, get up, get up. Let's get ready for Marcus Maven. About midway to the midday with Marcus Maven. And you can call in, I lay back and just listen to Marcus Maven. So sit back and relax and watch Maven.
Break it down like this.
Woo!
Broadcasting live
from the OPC Pest Services studio. Time for Middays with Marcus Maben on 93.9 The Ville. Now, here's Marcus Maben and Steve Rummage.
Welcome back. It's Middays with Marcus Maben. 8150 93.9 is the number. 93.9 is the station. And people, we're going to do our best to keep this thing rolling on the right track. Steve Rummage and Norton Comments, Nikki V in the booth.
He's not connected.
Okay, I didn't know that.
But you need that to set the end.
I was gonna say, that'll be fine. Okay, so this is what's going on this morning. Good people. 8150 93.9, by the way, is the number. 3831 93.9, by the way, is the text line. Steve's connecting from home today. Marcus was almost, and I do mean almost, ready to leave this show in the capable hands of Nikki V and Steve Rummage this morning.
Making a whole lot of assumptions there.
Keyword capable. Listen, I've been celebrating for 2 nights in a row.
Nice. Got to give me some of that vodka.
I have been celebrating for 2 nights in a row. But here's the thing. I am drained already. I'm going to need 1 day to regroup. And Steve Rummage is going to have an anecdote about his life and the processing of what's going on with the University of Louisville. Now, we're going to talk about so many things today. And I promise you, I am going to try to do my very best in not doing the see, I told you so. I'm telling you this is going to happen next. The Marcus Damas thing. Hey, this is what the national media is going to do. This is what the NCAA is going to do. This is how they're going to respond to this. Every day that I'm afforded the pleasure of waking up in the morning, it makes me appreciate the foresight of my mother and father and grandmothers and aunts and uncles, and they've seen all of this stuff before. They've been through so much of this stuff before, and they tried to prepare me about, they've seen a lot, and not everything, but they've seen a lot and how this all works, right? I mean, literally, I've seen it. And just knowing that my plea for saying Kenny Payne's the guy for the job has not been a plea out of self gratification or anything, self-motivated, other than me feeling like my school needs to get back where it's at. With that being said, there are so many aspects. We're going to get to the point of how does this affect Coach Satterfield? We're going to get to the point of how it's going to affect the energy on the rest of the campus. Ask somebody to call in and see what the energy was like when Rick Pitino got here. You know what I'm saying? And again, I was on the sharp end of that knife when it happened, right? But I was happy for the rebottled energy that came in along with their Rick Pitino. I'm seeing it again. I'm seeing that energy again.
Remember the whole who got Rick? Remember those shirts? The got Rick shirts?
I do remember that now. You say that. Yeah.
Now you said
listen, you said
Kenny Payne won those games.
You said the who got Rick, which threw me off. Got Rick. I said,
yeah.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about on that. No, it's
you know what I'm saying? Like there's almost like a little it goes hand in hand. There's like a catchphrase to it. It's almost like a campaign.
Facts. Also, I can't explain to people what it's like, and I guess obviously the cat's fully out the bag now.
Steve's here, by the way. He's demanding I pot him through.
Okay, fair enough. Dang, I can't believe you did that. That's mighty mature of you. I also want to say, do you know what it's like, Nikki? Or you can imagine empathetically, live vicariously through me what it's like getting these emails. Let's just say may or may not be before announcements become official, but emails for events that are going to happen soon. And those emails are in preparation of possible hirings even before announcements saying, hey, we have an event, wink, wink, going on about a week from now, wink, wink, or something like, hypothetically, all this hypothetical. And getting those emails saying, hey, we're going to have a get together with these people together, and it'll be happening around this time, and we need you to RSVP. And if you have a +1, feel free to throw on an extra guest on that. And you're like, and then people on the radio are like, oh, it's not official. And no, maybe he's not changing his mind. And maybe there's nothing going to happen this week. And maybe, and Dennis will like, Kenny Payne's no way he's going to come in. Look, they won't hire a coach until the end of the month. And they're going to wait till the end of the tournament. Yeah, and I'm just like, oh, no. Well, according to my recent RSVP, I'm going to be doing something on Friday. I don't quite know what it is, but something's going down. Steve Rummage in the booth, or this Steve Rummage in Norton College. Steve, what's going on?
Listen, man, it's hey Nick, I have the worst echo, which doesn't surprise me because I didn't think you would knock that out flawlessly, and you did not disappoint.
Hey, thanks for joining us at 10:15, man.
Yeah, listen, Nick. Okay, even you'll give me a pass on this one. Let me tell you.
Start from the beginning, Steve.
I'm joining late today. Okay, Nick, you knew as well. Nick, you've kind of become part of the family now. I mean, when you're in the show, I mean, you start to get our routines, and it's like, oh yeah, Nick, now I can text Nick and I don't have to explain things like, hey man, like, yeah, I'll be here at this time because I got this. He's like, oh, okay. Oh, you taking the baby? All right. Like it's stuff like that. So anyways, this morning plan was get up, take the baby to the in-laws. Like people know I do. If you listen to this show, we're probably more open about our personal
than
life
we should be
on this show. Yeah, like I get on the air and literally tell people like, hey, I won't be in my house for a week. I live in Norton Commons. There's a big sign on my front door that says "Welcome to the Rummages." It's pretty. I have insurance, so if you want to take my stuff, I don't have. I honestly, I'm getting off on a tangent here. I don't think I have anything.
That's
that
what
I
I say.
can live without.
Just don't take my computer. Leave my computer. I don't care. Take Satterfield's bourbon. That's probably my second most valuable thing in the house. Is Satterfield's bourbon bottle he got me.
Yeah, I've talked to my wife about that. But it was. But here's my thing. So, anyways, Nick, this morning, Chance Charity worked last night. She has a little class today, so I'm gonna wake up early. I'm gonna take my son to the in-laws, and I'll be in the studio, and especially on a day like today. I mean, this is. I mean, we've got women's basketball going into the NCAA tomorrow as a 1 seed. We have Kenny Payne being named as the men's basketball coach tomorrow. I mean, and even
Steve, you're getting robotic. Are you walking around a lot?
No, not really. I'm just kind of hanging out.
Okay.
Did you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay. Even and here's the thing. Even the tournament starting today, now that we got Kenny Payne coming, I got a little juice for that. So thank you, son. So anyways, it's I woke up, or here's the problem, Nick. I go to sleep last night. This morning, my eyes opened. Now, everybody knows I'm an early bird guy. Like I wake up early. I'm a get up early workout type of guy. Like I like to do stuff early in the morning. My eyes opened, Nick. I looked over at the window. It was entirely too bright to be 6 o'clock in the morning, 6:30 in the morning. I'm like, okay. So I look over at my phone. It's about 9:15. Never. I can't tell you the last time I've slept until 9:15.
Me neither.
I mean, I legitimately cannot remember the last time I've slept until 9:15. So I look over and I say, okay, Xavier's still asleep. And I see phone calls from my wife. I see phone calls from my mother-in-law. Look, my wife is texting me like, hey, if you don't answer my next text, I'm going to come home because I'm worried you're dead. You know?
Thanks for the confidence, honey.
That's what I told her. That's exactly what I said. That's exactly what I said. I was like, God, do I look that unhealthy? Like, golly, like you just died in the middle of the night. So then it was, listen, my mother-in-law is like, are you in jail?
So that's where she went to.
Yeah, this is what's happening right now. And you want to know what the problem was, Nick?
What happened?
After 6-7 years of turmoil, my sports soul is at peace.
The first night of true rest Steve has gotten in 6 years.
I'm at peace, Nick.
Slept like a baby and then some.
I slept beautifully last night. Do you want to know? I stopped by Charity's uncle, who I consider one of my close friends. You know, I've known him before me and Charity got together. Lives over here, and I stopped by last night, and we had after church, and we had a little bonfire on it. On the he's got a little thing on the patio, and we were just talking Kenny Payne, and we're talking sports. And I'm telling you, the conversation I was having with him, and he's a true, he's a diehard Louisville fan. Like this means a lot to him. And the conversation we were having, and let me parlay this into what Marcus has been talking about. He actually said what Marcus just said. He said, I haven't felt this way since Rick was hired. He said, I remember when Rick was hired. He's telling me the story about how he got a speeding ticket the day Rick was hired, because he was trying to get home and the cop pulled him over and he told the cop, he's like, man, I'm so sorry. He said, I'll be honest with you. So I just heard on the radio, Rick Pitino was hired. The cop was a Louisville fan. And the cop was like, wait a minute, what? He was like, yeah, and he said, the cop was like, listen, man, get home, do the speed limit, but get on home and tell whoever you need to tell. He's like, yeah, this is awesome. And they high-fived and anyways, they went. It was like yesterday, man, in this city, it was the first time in years that it was like there, you can just feel it. There is a pride swelling around this city right now. That's Louisville basketball again. I know I'm on a monologue right now, so if Marcus is rolling his eyes at me, just tell him. Do you realize, Nick, that there are people like Marcus Maven that even while Rick Pitino was the coach, and we loved Rick, right? We loved Rick. He was awesome. I'd be happy if Rick was still here. But here's the thing. There was a group of people, man. There was a generation coming up that did not understand the history of Louisville basketball, did not understand the history of did not understand what the 80s meant and what the Doctors of Dunk meant and didn't not, that generation, and it's sad to say this out loud, that era was going away. The players weren't really involved with the program. I mean, we were happy because Rick, but this was a side thing that was happening. That whole era was just kind of, it was a part of Louisville basketball at some point. Denny Crum is still alive. He may never die. Denny Crum may never die. I'm convinced of that. Like he is, listen, he is happy. He is a happy dude. Denny Crum is still living in this city and is a staple in this city at Louisville games to this day. Is here.
Can go out.
Do you know?
Can go out and eat it with the perfect amount of freedom.
And this is what I'm saying. Like I said, let's put aside for just a couple minutes. Let's put aside. You don't like Stephen Marcus, so you don't want Kenny Payne. Let's just put all that aside. Just please for 1 second. 1 second, because I'm going to say this because Marcus could say it too, but I talked to Marcus privately too over the years. I know deep in there, man, when you have those conversations, it's like, man, it's Coach Crum, man, but it's like, I don't know if, it's like, it's going away. It's going away.
Let me interject something, Steve.
Yeah.
You say 80s, right?
Uh-huh.
Your 90s, it had some nasty ones too. So say 80s and 90s, because your Weeks and Sullivan, your brand was still your brand. Your national championship, you felt like you had a shot at a let's just say 7 out of 10 years from 1990 to 2000. 7 out of 10, you thought this year we can make a run easily.
That's a fact.
Yeah, we have the athletes to make a run.
No, you probably had just as many All-Americans in the 90s as you did in the 80s. I mean, I somebody might be able to fact check me on that, but I mean,
macro point. I just wanted to interject.
Yeah.
Sometimes we always say 80s, but you say 90s are nasty. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, absolutely. So everything that had happened there, I just want to make it clear of what yesterday and tomorrow will mean for a group of people, and not just I'm putting a group of people, but there is a different pride. I told you, Marcus, what did I tell you? This was just a month ago. I said, man, when Louisville won the championship in 2013, I said, man, there was like a feeling like, man, you could cry. Like, it was like, God, this meant something. I said, if Louisville won the championship now, I don't know that I'd feel that way. I mean, I'd be happy, I'd be pumped, but it would be more like, we won the championship. I'm just going to brag. That night in 2013, I didn't care about bragging to Kentucky fans. I didn't care about the rivalry. I didn't care about anything. I didn't have to brag. I was like, man, this is awesome. I mean, as you stood there in Atlanta with tears, and there wasn't just me. There wasn't just me. Watching one shining moment, it was like, dude, if it's just us Louisville fans, that's all we care about right now. Yesterday, you could feel in talking to people a pride about this university coming back, an era that is going to come back now. I mean, a group does that make sense?
Absolutely.
Like you're going to start now. And listen, Coach Crum, and however long he goes on from here, is going to get set. And listen, here's the thing: it's going to be a different kind of honor for him. It's going to be a different kind of. He gets to set and watch one of his sons, you know what I'm saying? Like one of his sons, multiple of his sons do this thing. He gets to see one of his sons on the radio doing this thing.
Steve, stop bragging. I know you played for Crum. Jeez.
I know. Right. Of course I was talking about me. And he gets to see Marcus too. No, but do you know what I'm saying, man?
Look.
And when you talk to people, it's just been different conversation over the last 24 hours. And I know I sound like a crazy man, but dude, I dang near just sat there and got emotional last night because I was like, Louisville basketball's back, man. We're back.
And Steve, let me take this baton a bit as well. So Nikki, have you found a roster? Just give me some. I want some 91s, 92s, 90, 91, 92s. Just give me a couple of those.
I went with.
We're just going rosters, y'all. 90s rosters.
Yeah, we start. All right, we'll start it off 90, 91. All
yep,
right.
just go and fire through it.
Everyone will know this name. Will Bradford Smith played in the
Jesus
NBA.
Christ.
Everett Sullivan.
Jesus Lord.
High school All-American. Cornelius Holden. James Brewer.
Boo.
Yeah, JB. James
Boo,
Brewer.
Nikki.
Boo. Sorry.
James Brewer. People are going to think he called in yesterday.
Keep going, Nikki.
Troy Smith.
James Brewer.
Big Troy.
The honorary Derwin Webb.
D-Webb. Judge D-Webb.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus.
Kip Stone.
Kip Stone.
Tremaine Wingfield. Mike Case. Todd Howard. Jason McClendon, and Doug Calhoun.
Listen, go to the next year, and I'm going to talk while you go to, actually skip 2 years ahead,
Right.
Go to 93, 94, something like that. So the reason I'm having Nikki read these things.
93, 94? All right, I got it.
Okay, just fire them off really quick.
God bless.
Just fire.
A lot of NBA guys. Clifford Rozier.
Jeez, goodness gracious.
Dwayne Morton.
Mm-hmm.
Greg Minor.
Mm-hmm.
Dwan Wheat.
Mm-hmm.
All of them, NBA. Jason Osborne. Your boy Tick Rogers.
Right?
Brian Kaiser.
Right?
Matt Simons.
Right?
Hey, wait a minute. You put a little extra on Brian Kaiser, please.
No. Keep going.
Matt Simons too.
Yeah,
for
right,
that matter. But listen, and all the evangelicals said, "Amen." Brian Kaiser.
Alvin Sims.
Special.
He is special.
Brian Kaiser was Tim Tebow before Tim Tebow. That's to us locally.
That's the best description of a
Yeah.
Louisville basketball player.
He's amazing, dude.
Matt Simons is big too. Damn.
He is.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah,
He still walks.
He calls into the show, Nikki.
Yeah, sorry, Matt.
Literally, Matt Simons. When I go to JT's out in Simpsonville, they're like, if you say Matt Simons' name, like he's like a hero out there. Okay,
6'11". Wow, big guy. Alvin Sims, also NBA. Bozak Smith.
Alvin.
I know.
Alvin Sims, also NBA.
Okay, thanks.
Like,
got that out of your system.
You just say it so nonchalant. There was a guy named Alvin Sims. On
But,
the team.
but
He
I
also
almost
played-
dropped the GD when I pulled this lineup up. I had to stop myself. Bozak Smith, Doug Calhoun, Robbie Wine, and Jimmy King.
Okay, so this is why I had him. This is the reason I had him read these names. See, when you talk about eras and people knowing history and history loss and things like this, big picture, it didn't even matter what they won because every year you said, I know I have the athletes to go win it all.
Absolutely.
I get some good guard play this year. I'm going to I'm gonna be in the Final Four.
Yeah,
every single year with those rosters, I got Jo and Cliff Rozier on the same team, and and Kaiser. It's like every single year you had dudes that you knew if they got along the right way. You just got to get a couple things to fit the right way.
Yeah,
around tournament time. And keep in mind, Coach Crum sacrificed his individual personal win-loss records because he always had number 1, 2, or 3 schedule in the country every single year. So imagine Crum in the era of 15 jackass games and then go play conference and be 27-2 every year. You know what I'm saying? Or you get records like Cal where you're 8-8 on neutral on the road and you're 22-1 at home.
Yeah.
Go figure. Like, imagine all those years Denny Crum just said, UCLA at UCLA 2 years in a row, cool. Arkansas, cool. Alabama, where you want to go? Purdue, let's go. Where do you want to go? We'll meet you there. Why would Coach take me out to play Van Horn in Utah, Steve? Why would you even take
Van
us?
Horn.
Yeah, why would you take us out there?
Shout out to another patron saint.
Yeah, right. Fact. Like,
hey, listen. I wore my socks high at one time for Keith Van Horn.
But you get my point, Steve. Like, you're taking us out to random like places that you can get L's on your record just because nobody wants to travel to Utah. We're going to find something to get into in Utah just because I don't want to be here anyway. Like, he did entire season schedules like that. I'm going to give our fans something to cheer about no matter what. Who cares about my win-loss record? And if they can't beat some of these teams or beat most of these teams on the road, then we're not going to win a championship anyway. But I know by the end of the year, nobody wants me in their bracket.
Yeah.
As a 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 seed, nobody wants me in their bracket. And I got athletes. Okay, so the reason I had Nikki read just random rosters from the 90s is because people like to be dismissive of emotional athletes that seem to not support their university. Okay. Nowadays, you make the news.
This is about to be. We haven't even talked about this, and from that, I know where you're headed. I know where you're headed, and this is. You're going to take some flack for this. But this is a conversation that has to be.
Oh, absolutely. So here's the thing: we had a couple of guys, not happy with the program, or they, didn't come around a lot. We give those guys a lot of attention. What's wrong? Hey, trouble in paradise. School. You're one of your greats, right? Nikki has named off 20 of just the best human beings that deserve the most from their university. They deserve access, opportunity, everything out of their university, right?
Right.
Nikki just named people who have never publicly said anything about the University of Louisville, other than put in my application. I can't even get a call back, man. Everett Sullivan's coaching. Everett Sullivan's been working. He's been working his ass off. Small college, NAIA, JUCO, D2, D1. He's been working the grind the whole time. Like I said, your Dewans, they're just saying for 20 plus years, not even an opportunity to even get on the sideline because the coach just doesn't know me and my application's not even getting past the day one, right? But you know what you didn't hear?
By the way, I don't want to pat myself on the back, but I just went dad level 10, changed the poopy diaper, wiped the nose on the air. So
because you knew I was going to be long-winded on
this.
So
give me my No, listen.
Strong work.
Listen, all the moms are superheroes, right? They do this like it's nothing. So listen, all my dads out there, I need my props.
Listen, a score for the home team.
Yeah. Okay, good.
Oh, okay, but you know what I'm saying? Like it takes 30 years to even sound like there's a disgruntled portion of ex-players outside of, man, so-and-so's trying to get a job here. So-and-so's, want to be a part of the university. And, we didn't get a players only gathering until 2021 or 2020, so you have all these athletes over all these years that have not been able to be a part of the university in any way, shape, form, or fashion, and have not said anything to disparage. When I say 300, when I say this Louisville fan base and this Louisville history is like 300, it's like, Cardinals, what is your profession?
Yeah.
Oh, like I said, these are some strong people, who put program first, even when they were disappointed with the program and what's been going on. Part of you can have the argument they shouldn't have kept quiet so long. They shouldn't have just, they should have, ruffled some feathers a long time ago. And part of you says, no, it's just not in the, once you've been accepted by the fan base, by the culture, by the community, it's not really in it. It's almost coached out of your nature to like, okay, let's support the program no matter what. So yeah, that has to go all into this bowl of emotion that is, a hiring of a guy like this. You know what I'm saying? Like it's the representation of opportunity. So for people who think it's just going to turn into a basketball players boys club, that's not the case. It's a representation of a lot of guys that are qualified to get opportunities, and this guy is getting one. And everybody knows who coached him and I'm saying taught him the game. Of course, Kenny Payne had lots of teachers and lots of, developers and all this stuff, but everybody still knows at the foundation. I know Kenny Payne got coached by Coach Crum and Coach Jones and Coach Gay and Coach Houston, and I know he knows exactly how to play basketball.
And Marcus, we will acknowledge as well, and I don't care, of course, look, we joke around about political affiliations. There's like a guy named, there's multiples that will, anytime I bring something like this up, they will disown me, apparently, from they're the
whatever group,
the 2%ers that Bob talks about. It was the but let's also not, that's the player side of it, man. When people say things like, "Oh, I don't care what the color of your skin is," it doesn't matter. That sounds, in theory, I will say, there is some truth to that. There is some truth to that. At the end of the day, we want the best coach,
right?
Okay, but when it happens, it's okay to acknowledge that there is a group of people that has never watched a black man roam the sidelines at the University of Louisville, right?
Mm-hmm.
Am I saying this okay?
Technically, yes.
Yeah. Well,
no, I've seen roaming the sidelines. All
no,
right.
I know.
Unfortunately, that was the problem.
I'm talking as
you were roaming. That's exactly.
I'm talking as the head man.
Yes, I know. Yeah, right. No, you said it perfectly.
No disrespect to Coach McGee's, man, like at all. But do you know what I'm saying? Like, when it happens, I think it's okay to acknowledge there is a group of people that can and should celebrate that, man. And I'm okay if there's a group of people that see that and say,
just inspire, let them be inspired.
Yes,
just my goodness. Like, would that hurt you to like let them enjoy the fact that they are seeing some African American representation in the sport of basketball? Like, relax.
Don't mistake. Well, hey, in the coaching profession, for the love of God, Marcus, I think we saw black representation in the sport of basketball. I don't. Listen, that's where I'll draw the line.
There's not enough representation.
Okay, listen. Now I'm back. Listen, now I'm back to County Steve. Look, that's where I'll draw the line. If people start saying, "Listen, there's not enough black representation in the sport of basketball," I'll be like, "To hell with you." Because that's what you're saying. Listen.
Okay, Steve. I tell you what. Listen, we got 3 on the line.
Okay,
we got to get them in quick because
it's going to be like
we need to get a break in as well.
Sure.
James, thanks for joining us on 93.9. Fire away.
Are you going to let me talk today?
It depends on what kind of attitude you call in with, man.
Wait a minute. I didn't have an attitude yesterday, buddy. You were the one that called me a UK fan. So I think
James, you started the call yesterday. Okay, all right. Nick, hang up.
Try again tomorrow, James.
Yeah, try again tomorrow, James. Okay, next.
Mike, thanks for joining us on 93.9. What's on your mind?
Yes, is this me?
It is you, Mike.
Hey, brothers. My 3 brothers from different mothers that I love. It's such a beautiful day out here. It's overcast, but you know what? That sun's going to come up there and burn all them clouds off. It's going to be beautiful today. And thank God for Marcus Maven. I love you, my brother. I mean that to my heart.
I appreciate the love.
If you ever want like homeless or something, you could come stay at my crib, brother.
Stay at Steve's first.
I would take care of you. And I'm a good cook. But anyway, it's just a pleasure to have somebody like you to have our back. You know, you and Steve, you fought a good fight. We didn't want no Wake Forest Coast. We didn't want no Scott Drew, dude. The dude lost for years. We'd bust him anyway. But anyway, it's glad to have Kenny. Welcome, Kenny. You're going to be needed immediately. And we did have a brother going up and down the court, you know, roaming the court. We just had one. But you know, he went to Delaware. That was the problem. You know, we need somebody from the Mill. We need Bill people on the board, and I'm just happy, and I'm really thankful for Marcus because you carried the torch, brother, and you did it. You fought the good fight, and this is reward for you. Hats off.
Mike, I appreciate the call, man. I appreciate the kind words. Yeah, and it's okay to dial the number and just be, you know, hey, it's okay to be at loss for words because, again, I didn't expect to come into the show with analytical breakdown of what the Kenny Payne hire means just yet. I'm definitely not ready to move on to that.
No, man, we'll have that. That's going to be next week. And let me say something too. Let me say something real quick. You can call in and disagree that you don't agree with the Kenny Payne hire. But what I'm not going to do is, just because we are quote unquote radio host, am I going to let somebody call in yesterday and go, well, y'all did it. Y'all did it. You're proud of yourself. You tricked the fan base. Yeah, and then call in the next day and say,
You don't let me talk.
You won't let me talk today?
We let you talk. Listen, everybody was begging us to hang up the phone already.
If you want to call in and have a conversation and say, hey man, look, I don't agree with the Kenny Payne hire. Like, I think we could have did better. I think we could have did. Okay, you can disagree. But listen, just because we work at a radio show doesn't mean you just call in, just be a jerk. Like I don't do that, man. Like, we ain't doing that. So,
and there's too many positive vibes. Doc, thanks for joining us on Middays with Marcus Maven. Fire away. Doc, you there? Doc, you there?
I don't think Doc's there.
Nikki probably messed it up. Doc, you there? Oh, I guess you missed. Okay. Well, Nikki's answering the phone right now. Actually, we'll do this. We'll take a quick commercial break. Middays with Marcus Maven.
Get Reggie.
Reggie, thanks for joining us on 93.9. Fire away.
Man, fellas, it's a great day to be a Cardinal, man. I'm happy. I'm just going to tell y'all a quick story real quick. I got the news yesterday, man. Went on my father's house, because I wasn't born in the 80s and 86. I didn't see them championships. I'm 31 years old, so went over. He's over playing chess with his homies, and, I said, hey, Pops, we hard Kenny Payne, man. He said, for real? Like, he turned around like, huh? I said, we hard Kenny Payne, man. He was like, son, he said, it's a great day. I said, why you saying that? When we hard Rick, he did not like that hard. He's a Kentucky guy. I don't want Rick. And, and eventually he came around. But he said we got one of our own to run our program. And he said he's going to do a damn good job. And I'm like, he said, son, just get ready. He said, he took me in there, showed me tapes of the 86 team and how they played. He said, this is Louisville basketball right here. He said, be prepared to see Louisville basketball how it used to be. And I'm just excited, man. I can't wait to see what he's going to do with the program. Y'all fellas have a good day.
Appreciate the call. And thanks for sharing that. Like I said, a good moment just to say, and one of our own, a crumb-raised, born and bred Louisville guy. You know the system, you know the sacrifice, you know the code, you know the culture, you know the red shield. Quick commercial break. Middays with Marcus Maven on 939 The Ville.
Erectile dysfunction. It's the subject.
I'm gonna kill that James motherfucker. I swear.
You'll be ready to perform at your peak.
No, he called back. He was like, how come I can't talk? I was going to ask something to Maven. And I was trying to tell him, okay, this is your last chance. Because he did wait online for 40 minutes. I was like, I would have dropped you too. You need to not talk over everybody. And then when that happened, I had to pod somebody through. And then when that happened, I dropped them.
A call the other day from a woman. Her husband.
I think it's basically just he wanted one of the other guys, and he wanted to be able to tell you why he didn't think Kenny Payne was the best guy. Now went about it in a really douchey manner. So it's not what you say, it's how you say it. Can you also do me a favor? If I'm on the phone, don't ask me to pod people through, because I'm trying to keep it short with these people. I'm not trying to do a Brian 10-minute conversation. But it's a thing with the phone. I can't talk and pod someone through at the same time. So I'm sorry. If you just give me that 10 seconds, I can. Well, I don't want to mess up your flow and everything like that, because we got to go. I know. I'm sorry.
Shop at Evergreen Liquors. 23 area locations. Walk-in, drive-through, delivery. Cox's and Evergreen Liquors, Louisville's go-to liquor store.
Play ball!
Welcome to Louisville's premier baseball training facility, Smash Zone. Smash Zone Baseball offers the latest in high-tech baseball and softball training in a comfortable environment and convenient location off Plantside Drive. The team at Smash Zone Baseball loves helping kids develop their skills and confidence by offering you lessons, cage rentals, team rentals, power hour, hit sessions, and camps. Get your kids off the couch and into the game. SmashZoneBaseball.com.
It's out of here!
Now that sports have officially kicked off, there's only 4 things missing from your playbook.
He was all like, if Steve's not going to let me talk on the phone, I'll just drive down there and talk to him myself. And I was like, I was going to say.
Or bottled beer, 4 pegs. And
today's chapter, James fucks around and James finds out.
103 Goss Avenue in Germantown. So you better get over there fast because the word is spreading. And while you're over there, be sure to ask about their food truck and other catering services.
You've got ants inside the house, mosquitoes outside the house, moles burrowing in your lawn, and termites eating your house from inside out. You're completely surrounded. Luckily, OPC Pest Services has a 4 seasons program that can help. OPC has been providing quality pest services since 1972. Protect your home and property and call OPC Pest Services for a free estimate at 969-9635 or visit opcpest.com. Again, that's 969.
Let's see here. Let's go with Doc. I feel bad. Yeah, I don't know what happened. Doc called back, though, so I think we got the phone set up.
It's the new year. That means change is here. But one thing that shouldn't change.
I don't want to piss off any of the listeners. Well, I wanted James to be able to say his piece, but but you can't come in here like guns a-blazing. Like, I really did think, like, you guys were trying to give him some time to breathe. Like, I would have dropped him. I was actually looking at you guys yesterday, like, guys, do you want me to drop him?
No, the text line is like, hang up.
Yeah, but I want him to be able to say his piece. So if he calls back, I hope he does. But I don't want him to get that mad about it.
216-7590 or Josh Jarbo at remax.net.
The bracket is set. Now it's from our partners here at ESPN Louisville.
Enter your bracket now at espnlouisville.com and click on the bracket challenge link in the middle of the page. You have until later today at noon.
Lance, can you hear me? Check.
A 50-inch TV from RGB, a Liquor Barn bourbon experience, tickets to Louder Than Life, and much more.
The ESPN Louisville Bracket Challenge is presented by Kentucky Fish and Wildlife, GE Appliances, Bet Rivers Sportsbook, and Cox's and Evergreen Liquors.
Greater Louisville, Inc., the Metro Chamber of Commerce, is here to support your business. From talent attraction to employee retention to the development of business-friendly policies to help our economy thrive, GLI provides a return on investment that will keep your business growing. Visit greaterlouisville.com/join to learn more.
Oh, okay. There we go.
Yeah, sorry. Thank you.
No, you're good.
I said, man, and James is probably a good dude. That's the problem, man. It's like you're probably a good dude. Like, just okay. If you disagree. Like yesterday, just call and say you disagree with the hire. You didn't have to call in and be like, "Well, you guys have tricked the whole fan base." Like, come on, man. Like, what?
That's where the insults back and forth start.
Yeah, like now you're just trying to make fun of me. Like, so, I mean, I'm not just gonna sit here like just because I'm a radio host. Look,
Steve,
that goes back to the.
Listen, you turned on your completely wimpy voice, and I joined you too, Steve. I don't want to fight. I just want to talk.
Listen how quick I turned into this guy. I'm just like, guys, just be respectful. Let's all be respectful of each other.
Well, I do feel bad. Like, he was on hold for like 40 minutes.
We
then you hung up
bad.
on him. And
Nikki,
then I was trying to get him
bad.
back on. I was like, okay, here's your last chance. Like, I want you to be able to say your piece, but don't go in guns a-blazing. And I meant it from the heart. Like, but then I accidentally hung up on him because I had to pod someone through. That was truly like, without going inside baseball.
Nikki,
there's only so many buttons I can use at a time.
3-4 hires in 60 years. Bro. Sometimes you're gonna have to hang on for 40 minutes if you really want to get your speak your piece. You hire Kenny Payne. This is a big day for the Louisville fan base. You may have to wait 20, 30 minutes before you jump on the line on a day like this. This is how it works.
I know.
But if you don't have empathy for the radio show and respect for your fellow listeners, you're gonna get agitated. Doc, thanks for joining us on 93.9. Fire away.
So, yeah, I've been spanning the decades here and waiting. I appreciate you recognizing, the era of the 90s. You did leave out Greg Minor, who has coached G League, CBA, coached over in China, and he's never gotten a shake back here. And then we go way back to the time, even pre-Denny, when we were putting people like Wes Untold and Butch Beard and Mike Grosso into the league. And then we go into the 70s. Can't say too much about Jim Price, Henry Bacon, Ron Thomas in that era. 2 Final Fours under Coach Crum starting out. And then we launched into the famous years of the 80s and 90s. But
and
Doc, I think spanning those years is important.
And Doc, I got to say this. It was awesome to have a historian like Coach Davenport on the bench. Basketball super IQ and historian can literally tell you about every aspect of the Louisville.
He's still there or something. Like the greatest man on planet Earth.
Because I'm putting them all together. I'm saying
punked you out this morning too.
Oh, he absolutely did. I gotta call him and talk to him. So here's the thing. You get
punched me in the ribs, and I still haven't recovered. So, but listen, go on. Yeah,
you get Davenport for culture.
Yeah,
you get. Sorry, Doc. Doc, I appreciate the call. I just want
to. That was a great call by Doc.
I'll take your baton and run with it. I get the culture of Davenport. I get the standard of Scooter McCrae. I get the big picture of Jerry Eves, the overall, whatever. And then I got Coach Jones right there. You can go always talk to him. He's a computer brain.
Coach Jones.
You know what I'm saying? And you get all of these guys. That's where your culture is. So people think it's a boys club, and it's not.
I hope Coach Jones knows. I think I've told him this before. But when I sat and I watched that red-white game with him, Mac's second year, you weren't there. So Coach Jones sat right there beside me. I watched that. Listen, can you imagine, and I know you can, 2 hours, just me and Coach Jones, nobody else. And listening to him say, man, that player, man, that guy right there, man, I remember, man, there was a story back when this guy, and he compares to this guy, and man, if they do this, and I mean, dude, I left that red-white game, and it was like, I have more knowledge about the University of Louisville right now than I ever have in my life. And I consider myself a super fan.
Mm-hmm.
And to sit with guys like that, and you're just like, oh my God, like this is I could have sat there and listened to him talk for hours and been fine. So I'm just trying to tag on to what you're saying.
To Doc's point as well.
To have Coach Davenport, and those guys, it's just incredible.
Yeah, just Louisville culture, not outside. Listen, it's cool for you to run around and spout out these other names of these coaches outside of the culture. But what I'm telling you is they bring in outside culture. Culture's not an important part. I mean, it is. Point. It's not, you should know the history, but the real actual culture, Steve, when you don't have a in-house coach, you know what I mean, in-house coach, in-house assistant coaches, in-house people that are connected. That means everybody's coming through with listen, a good kid may realize the importance because he had a good upbringing. Okay, let's just say Sidney Curry has a good upbringing, and he knows when he comes into. Hey, Nikki, can you catch the door real quick? Go catch the door really quick. A good kid who is raised well may come in there and say, I need to learn about all the OGs and I need to learn about all that stuff. And it's like,
case in point, Sidney Curry this morning put out a little video clip, and it was the camera running across the banners. And like Sidney Curry put that out on Twitter. That was it. It was like just a camera panning across all the banners, acknowledging that he's like,
right.
I get it.
But here's the thing. That's Sidney Curry just getting it, right?
Yes.
You need, like, to truly appreciate, you need a team, and when I say team, a coaching staff that all get it in order for it to really, because listen, that's what KCD comes from, y'all. It's a joke. It's a Marcus joke, but when Marcus makes a joke with other basketball players, they say, they're getting a little selfish. Here it comes. You know, it's kind of joke, but it's kind of locker room, harsh joke. They're getting selfish. But again, and when you have a coach, an outside coach who comes in here and you basically hire him instead of and this is no shade at anybody else. The Kenny Payne is an honoring. I'm honored to come back to Louisville and coach my team. Kenny Payne's not doing it as a hired assassin, a hired gun. He's not bringing in dudes that are hired guns. I played here. This is where my locker is. This is where I do,
Listen, I'm going to say this. And it's all I'll say on this matter. And maybe as the year goes on, we'll go a little bit deeper into this. Kenny Payne looked some important people in the face in the last month and said, and I'm going to leave it at that. I know that sucks, and I know that's a jerk move of me to do, but he looked some important people in the face and said, I got to go to Louisville.
It just means more for me to go to Louisville than to we'll take one and then we'll hit the top of the break. Who should I take, Nikki?
And we'll open it up. Gosh, let's open it up more next. We'll do more phone. We had to talk a little bit. We'll do more phone calls on this.
Take Larry.
Larry, fire away, my man. Fire away,
fellas. What's going on? How y'all doing this morning?
Feeling good.
Good.
Hey, you know what, man? This is a great day to be a Cardinal, man. I'm excited. One of our former players is coming back to take over the program. It's something that Marcus Maven said, that really struck me. Kenny Payne's, family, he can show you where his locker is and stuff like that. All you got to do is look when Coach K coaches, what do you see? Who do you see sitting beside him?
Dudes you remember playing for him.
Nothing but former players. Right. The culture. So I'm excited about, the possible assistance. Brothers like like Milt Wagner. You know what I mean? We looked at you look at some of the prospects we missed out on, like his son, DeJuan Wagner and stuff like that, the Calipari took advantage of. And that's why he got some of those players. I'm excited, man, for I'm in a restaurant.
Listen, it's not. Look, and Larry, I appreciate the call, but
Larry,
we're at the top of the hour.
Man.
And here's the thing, y'all. It's not just some random coincidence that the Wagners are just awesome kids in basketball.
That's a fact, man.
It's because their dad taught them to use the glass early on.
I didn't think that's where you were going with it, but
it wasn't just genetic Wagner. It's just we all.
It's a little bit of genetics too.
Look, Steve, it was all work, Steve. It was all grind.
Milt Wagner is not a small human being.
All my life, grinding all my life. Rolling along middays with Marcus Maven on 93.9 The Ville.
We are your home for the NCAA tournament, including the Final Four and National Championship. You're listening to ESPN Louisville and the ESPN Louisville app.
At Pepsi, we know now more than ever we play a vital role in supporting our communities, and we're looking for top talent to join our team in Louisville, Kentucky. Our competitive benefits and employee perks and discounts start day one of hire. As a CDL driver for Pepsi, we guarantee you're home every night. If you're currently out of work, out of school, or looking to launch your career with the best in the beverage business, look no further than PepsiCo. We're hiring CDL Class A drivers, warehouse team members, and store merchandisers. Apply today at PepsiFrontlineCareers.com. That's PepsiFrontlineCareers.com.
We are on the verge of madness that this month brings, but don't let your heating or cooling system make you mad. If you have any issues, call who I call and who we use at the station, DFH Company. Now, when you buy a qualifying Trane HVAC system, receive 18 months special financing when you buy a complete Trane system. It's hard to stop a Trane, and it's hard to not call DFH Company today at 968-6222 or look them up online at dfhcompany.com. Visit dfhcompany.com for complete program eligibility, dates, details, and restrictions. Subject to credit approval.
When you're in pain, Phil Rich makes it rain. Job-related injury have you in pain? Let Phil make it rain. Social Security disability have you in pain? Let Phil make it rain. Phil Rich Law handles workers' compensation claims as well as Social Security disability cases. Phil Rich Law is located on Poplar Level Road directly across from St. X and has served the Louisville area for over 30 years. So the next time you're in pain, let Phil make it rain. 365-9438. Phil Rich Law. When you're in pain, Phil Rich makes it rain. This has been an advertisement.
Hey, Kentuckiana, Coach Dan McDonald here. In my 16 years of living in this community, I've had the great pleasure of being associated with some amazing teams. And I wanted to take a moment to talk about the wonderful team at Fitness Market. When my wife and I were upgrading our home fitness room, we knew there was only one place to go, Fitness Market. Fitness Market has been serving the Louisville community for over 10 years, and their service company, Treadmill Medic, has been in Louisville for over 20 years. When Julie and I walked into their store, we were treated like family, and that is exactly what Fitness Market is, a local family business. The Whiters and their team truly care about their customers, and they want them to succeed in their personal fitness goals. The team at Fitness Market has helped us create an amazing workout room in our home, and we couldn't be happier with our purchase. So when you are ready to add to your home gym, do what Julie and I did. Go see the winning team at Fitness Market.
So visit Fitness Market, 2 locations, Westport Road, just inside the Snyder, or Plantside Drive and Watterson Trail, or online at thefitnessmarket.com.
Now that sports have officially kicked off, there's only 4 things missing from your playbook. 4 pegs. Looking for great smoked wings? 4 pegs. Looking for juicy barbecue and award-winning chili? 4 pegs. If you're just looking for some cold crab, tap, can, or bottled beer? 4 pegs. And the best part about 4 pegs is it's right around the corner at 1053 Goss Avenue in Germantown. So you better get over there fast because the word is spreading. And while you're over there, be sure to ask about their food truck and other catering services.
These days, women know exactly the look they want with their engagement ring.
They walk in with their iPhone in hand and show us a picture and ask us every day, do you have this? Can you get this? Most of the time I have it right in my showcase.
That's Wendy Canavan at Genesis Diamonds, where they have thousands of rings, all the newest styles and hottest trends, not the stale, boring rings you see at other places.
The styles that you see in most jewelry stores are styles that you would have seen in Genesis 5 years ago.
Genesis was chosen by all the top designers to be an authorized retailer. Names like Tacori and Viraggio, Kirk Cara, Henry Dawson.
Halo, vintage, contemporary, rose gold, yellow gold, white gold, and platinum.
Handmade rings for any budget.
We have designer engagement rings starting at $895 that are beautifully made, a ring you could be proud to put on her hand.
Genesis Diamonds and luxury pre-owned Rolexes.
The one thing that a woman will put on every single day and wear for the rest of her life. She wants it to be the ring of her dream.
Shelbyville Road Plaza.
Hey, Card Nation, let's be honest. The real estate market in Kentucky is booming. And whether you want to buy or sell a home, now is the perfect time to do it. With interest rates at an all-time low and programs that can get you in a home for no money down. Want to learn more? It's simple. Just call Derek A. Stewart with Dream JP Pirtle. Derek is available virtually around the clock to listen, understand, and help you with all your realtor needs. So don't waste another second. Call Derek A. Stewart at 502-314-9868 today.
The bracket is set, and now is your chance to win some great prizes from our partners here at ESPN Louisville.
Enter your bracket now at espnlouisville.com and click on the bracket challenge link in the middle of the page. You have until later today at noon to have your bracket entered.
Prizes include a Stapleton's Gorilla Goal, a 50-inch TV from RGB, a Liquor Barn Bourbon Experience, tickets to Louder Than Life, and much more.
The ESPN Louisville Bracket Challenge is presented by Kentucky Fish and Wildlife, GE Appliances, Bet Rivers Sportsbook, and Cox's and Evergreen Liquors.
This is Bob Valvano. As some of you know, I have stage 4 leukemia. Thanks to 2 new medications that are both less than 5 years old, my progress has been good and my prognosis is strong. Those medications only came about because of research funded from people like you. My late brother Jim said, I need your help. It may not save my life, but it may save someone you love. This research is doing just that. We created Kentuckiana Friends of V, a local 501c3 organization that works in close cooperation with the V Foundation to fund research and preventive initiatives locally, right here in the Kentuckiana area. Won't you consider helping us in that quest? Sign up for an event, volunteer, or just make a donation at kfov.org. You really do help save lives like mine. That's kfov.org.
An official broadcast partner of the University of Louisville, WLCL Sellersburg is 93.9 The Ville.
Hey, Cards fans, the first and second rounds of the NCAA Women's Basketball March Madness Tournament will be hosted at the KFC Yum Center. Don't miss matchups including the Albany Great Danes, Nebraska Cornhuskers, Gonzaga Bulldogs, and the University of Louisville Cardinals. Bundled ticket packages are on sale and available now starting at just $24. Grab your tickets and experience the best of postseason basketball at gocards.com/March Madness. That's gocards.com/March Madness.
Why do more people choose Baptist Health for their hearts? It's because we put you at the center of everything we do. From our treatment innovations and skilled teams who deliver care that revolves around your unique needs, to a comprehensive approach that keeps us by your side at every step. This is heart care that helps you return to the things your life revolves around, because this is heart care centered on you. Learn more at baptisthealth.com/heartcare.
Want to be part of the show? Hit us up on the Bet Rivers Sportsbook Twitter feed at 93.9 The Ville.
This is Steve Rummage, and you're listening to 93.9 The Ville.
What the hell was that?
I don't know. I typed in pain train, and that was the first thing that came up, and I think it's clean. So,
What the hell is this? Oh God. Oh God.
What?
My man's out here taking pictures of the building.
Uh-oh.
Let's get the bear spray out. Do we got anybody? Here comes the pain train.
I'm not doing another second of the show until Nick picks another song to come back with.
Come on.
Wait, you didn't like Here Comes the Pain Train?
I'm not doing another second of the show until Nick picks another
can't
song
handle the pain train
to come back with.
I mean, what is he supposed to play, Steve?
I don't know if I'm not speaking clearly or not.
Just anything random?
There you go. House of Pain. How original. Whoa. You get it? It's House of Pain because his name is Kenny Payne. Now, you would think that maybe his last name is spelled exactly the same way as P-A-I-N, but no, it's not. So it's kind of a play on words there. House of Pain, Kenny Payne. I'm pretty sure we're the only show that has put that connection together.
Nikki, I didn't think the Here Comes the Pain Train was that bad.
Thank you.
I don't know why it agitated Steve so much.
No, this is so original. No one's done this before, guys. This is cutting edge radio.
What bothered you so much about Here Comes the Pain Train?
Because I am not going to look at Kenny Payne's face tomorrow and hear, here comes the pain train, here comes the pain train. I refuse to. Now I'm going to not get that out of my head. And every time he walks out, we're not going to hear "Bring the Pain." We're not going to hear any. How about some Drake? I don't know.
We're not going to hear "Joy and Pain," "Sunshine."
Yeah. How about something good? No, now every time Kenny Payne walks out, people are going to be like, "Here comes the pain train. Here comes the pain train."
I didn't think
it was awesomely generic.
You might as well went 8.
This is just generic.
Nick,
I mean, I like this song, but I mean,
you have 3 hours when we go off the
Nick
air. Actually, you don't today, do you?
He's
okay.
eccentric.
Well, we do have 2. Patty, me, and Jack are going to be doing 2 hours.
Nikki, listen, Nikki is a tad bit eccentric. You know that. I mean, he's doing a show with NCIS in the background. Like, that's just like.
Yeah, we have like the carbonara effect over here. Like, you can tell that it's March Madness because we have like True TV and TBS on.
Is NCIS?
No, the carbonara effect.
Really?
I could go for chicken carbonara. That sounds
like my dad's favorite show.
Okay, well,
he got to the show up.
Well, Nikki, tell me which call should I take?
Let's go with our boy West End Wayne.
West End Wayne, thanks for joining us on 93.9. Fire away.
And unmute too.
Hey, y'all gonna let me talk or what?
Wayne, I think you know what's funny. I think you were one of the ones on the line yesterday when we jumped off the air. So you know what? That's fair. We got to let you talk today.
Hey, yeah, I've been waiting a day and a half, but that's all right.
I was gonna say Wayne has actually been waiting for over 24 hours to get. So you know what? That's fair. You come on here and cuss us out if you want to.
Hey,
have at it, bro.
Nothing but love for you guys. Hey, Nick, y'all take it easy on Nick. He's my boy. I love Nick, man.
Shucks, thanks, man.
I know, man, that he's cool. Listen, I don't think any of you 3 are old enough to know anything or be a part of the first national championship at Louisville. Am I correct with that?
Maybe.
Not very well, but.
I mean, Maven was probably, 7-year-old, maybe something.
A little younger than that, but yeah.
My point being, though, guys, that I don't think Denny Crum gets the credit that he brought to the city of Louisville. I grew up in the west end of Louisville, and it's for those that are not real familiar with the city of Louisville, it's a rough area, very rough. Louisville, what you see now in that city is nothing, and I mean nothing, to what it looked like then. The riverbank was a scrapyard. Louisville was pretty bad. It looked pretty rough. And my point there is, I don't think Denny Crum gets the credit because he was a big part in building that city up to what it is today. And I love that man. I mean, I love him. Even people that are not Louisville fans, they respect Coach Crum. That's just the word. But my point being, guys, the talent level that he produced there and brought there from Camden, New Jersey, and all the places that he would recruit out of were unbelievable athletes. They did not have to go after 7-footers. He would bring a 6'9" center in that could do everything that a big center would do and be more agile at it. But I know you got other callers, guys. My point being, though, the 80 championship and the 86 championship, I'm in a truck shooting these other guys beeping at me, but
I thought that was the pain train.
That's the pain train. There you go. But it brought so much to the city and the fans. And I don't think the 13 championship got its recognized and the power in the NCAA that it should have. But I do believe that if these fans will hold on, and those of you that has never heard Coach Payne speak or know any insight, and you're just basing it off of, well, he's not coached anywhere anything. Take your time and go Google the man and listen to him.
Right.
He's a very intelligent. He is a very good man, and he has the just because he will be hard at practice and go after everything that's in the players, he still has the players back. He wants the best for the guys. Now, is he going to go after the studs? Absolutely. Will he bring them there? Absolutely. Look what is at Louisville. I've got a lot of Kentucky fans, and I'm sure you all do as well, that have called me, texted me, and told me we wanted him. We wanted to save him for ourselves. You all did right. They finally got it right. He will bring the rivalry back. Because a rivalry is not a rivalry when you lose 8 out of the 10 years. That's not a rivalry. You got to win some games to make it a rivalry. And my last point, when I was 15, I remember this is what brought me on to being a Louisville fan. Kentucky and Louisville playing in Knoxville. That game went to overtime when they had Melvin Turpin and all those guys.
Right.
And when Louisville went off in the overtime, and it was a dunk fest, guys. Take a minute, go back and Google that, YouTube it. That's what they said. I was a kid. And I said, that's it, man. I'm a Louisville fan from now on. And I've been fortunate to be a part of all 3 championships. And I feel like I'm going to get to see 3 more before my time's up. Love the show, guys. God bless you. Fans, let's come together. Cut all this silliness out. They done made the hire. Get behind the program now. Let's give Sad his chance. He's recruiting his tail off. Give him his chance. And if he doesn't work out, Brom's going on the way. It's there. Because they're going to see what money comes in from Coach Payne coming in, what that does to the fan. And Marcus, you're right. And Marcus, let Lauren know on your night show. You got some trolls. You got some trolls on there, brother. You got some trolls. Love you guys, man. Have a good day.
Listen.
Wayne said he waited 24 hours. He said, look, I'm getting my money's worth.
What an excellent transition in the field of let's all just get along. Now, Steve, I got to tell a story. Callers, you wait 1 second.
Okay.
Steve?
Yeah.
There was a nemesis I had at ESPN Louisville. Was over at Cat West all the time, right?
Okay. Yeah.
And it's like, what the hell is James talking about now, right?
Yes.
You and I both just what the hell is that you take over to talk about, right? He's irritating me on a daily basis, pissing me off, not too much, but enough to get me talking about it, right? And we
to the point to where they were like, before, I'm going back to a while back, we didn't know James from anybody. Because they were like, do a joint. I'm like, I'm not doing a show with him. Like I literally told them, I was like, y'all gonna have to find somebody else. Like, I'm not doing a show with that guy.
Okay, so listen. You want to know when it pivoted with James?
I'm listening.
We were in here chilling.
Yeah.
I'm, we're in the back in the bullpen. James comes around the corner, smiling, ear to ear. Hey, man, blah, blah. Every agitation immediately left the flow of my body.
The moment I talked to him the first time in the back, it's funny. Me and you've never even shared stories. He walked through the back the first time I ever talked to him, and just his vibe. I was like, gosh dang it.
Steve, you said that earlier, and you don't even realize what you said. First of all, you owe James an apology. I asked Nikki during the break.
I'm not going that far.
I asked Nikki during the break. I said, Nikki, what was James mad about? Nikki's interpretation was he didn't like being called a Kentucky fan. Listen, he was going to disagree with you normally, but the Kentucky fan thing,
that
was just one too many, Steve, that he couldn't handle.
Them's fighting words,
right?
Just one too many.
You know what I'm looking at right now, Steve?
I'm listening.
A big, smiling, happy, jolly looking James that just came right by the studio and waved.
Really?
Head to toe Louisville garb. And he did listen,
man.
And he didn't come for smoke because he has flip-flops on.
That's the international sign.
That's the international sign.
Like, come on.
Man, listen, I just wanted to tell you, dude, the Kentucky fans, dude, I'm a Louisville fan head to toe. I want you to know this. I'm emotional right now. We've all been emotional.
Listen, I'm wrong. I'm wrong. I'm sorry.
Is he here?
Yeah. Yes.
Should I go let him in?
That was James right there.
Oh, now I feel bad.
Please, I'm not even in there. I'm okay, James. Call in, speak your piece. I'm sorry. Do you
want me to go get him?
Listen, I got emotional.
Listen, we can't do that because the management will say we can't do that.
Yeah, we can't bring.
You know what?
But James,
you want me to get him a shirt? I can give him a shirt.
Yes.
I'll go get
James
him
and tell James to call back. Listen, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I know. So you'd feel terrible if you're.
I'm gonna send an apology gift. Yes,
I should have said the Kentucky
double X.
fan.
Double X. All right, I got you, Jim.
Hey, and Nick.
Give me the next caller first before you go.
And ask him what. Well, yeah. So let's find out what kind of bourbon he drinks. Listen. I'm serious. Get James. Tell him next week I'm gonna have find out what he drinks. I'm gonna have him something at the studio next week. That's my fault.
Yeah, get him.
All right, I got you. All right, we got Cool Guy Don.
Okay, Cool Guy Don. Thanks for joining us on 93.9.
Love of God, don't swear.
Yeah. Cool Guy Don. Be careful because we won't have a producer for a few minutes. Cool Guy Don, fire away, my man.
Marcus Thomas and Steve Rummage and Nikki the Boot. I had to make a call today, man. I love you guys and your energy. It's a sunny day, not a cloud in the sky. What a beautiful day to be a Cardinal fan.
Yeah,
this was one of the best times that this city and university has had in the last 3 years, where everybody is all on the same uptick and swell to get back to where we all know we're supposed to be. I feel like this move has took a lot of pressure off of this football team. You haven't heard anything about football.
That's the truth. That's a fact. That is a fact.
And those guys is working their tails off right now, and the pressure is off. And I think that'll bring great things. No disrespect to the volleyball team and the Lady Cards, but this is the time and the momentum we need right now. This is the best hire we could have made. And when Magic Johnson steps out there and says, my friend Kenny, just know that's not the only friend Kenny has. Everybody talks about Worldwide West, add Magic to the list. Buddy, we're going to see a whole lot more names pop up that we never thought was on that list.
No, listen, Cool Guy Don, I appreciate the call. You have to hang up on your end because we don't have Nikki right now. But again, Steve or myself never wanted to get drawn into the either or thing. We didn't want to get drawn. It's just one of those things. Like it's like when we talk about basketball and we talk about analytics and we talk about chemistry and things like that. It's just like we knew there was so much more chemistry that can be provided throughout the program, throughout the recruiting, the relationships around college basketball. Like we weren't kidding when we said there are people in the NCAA that could not sleep if they punished Kenny Payne at Louisville to nothing of his doing. There's literally people who would not feel comfortable calling the Louisville program a rogue program or something with Kenny Payne being the coach, because they've worked with him. They know him. It's relationships go, over 20 years of relationships and all that good stuff. So,
yeah.
So,
yes.
So in general,
sorry.
The
everything okay back there?
Just the relationships with Kenny Payne are like, it's just a lot more that goes into it.
No, I totally agree, man. And I mean, and we didn't even get to the Magic Johnson tweet, and that's relationship type stuff,
Yeah, and at some point we're going to talk about how Coach Calipari felt about.
We get the rivalry again now, baby. It's back.
Just straight up.
Yeah, it's back.
So is it too early for rivalry talk stuff, or is that kind of?
See, it's tough because I think today and tomorrow is such a celebration.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, like tomorrow, think about what we're going to get tomorrow, man. Tomorrow, if you're a Louisville fan, on Friday, March 18th, you're going to watch one of your former players, a guy who is every bit deserving of this job, is going to take this Louisville basketball men's head coaching job at 10 a.m. in the morning. He's going to talk to the fans. He's going to talk to the former players. He's going to talk to the media. On top of that, you're going to hang out, and you're going to get to watch the number 1 seeded Louisville women's basketball team start their run to a Final Four. I mean, you're going to lay your head down tomorrow night and go, God.
So everybody can oversleep it. And so you're saying, Steve, you give an official 93.9 ESPN Louisville pass for everybody to oversleep at least one day over this next 7 days.
I'm telling you, I needed it. I feel fresher now than I have felt. I mean, it's like you say this to me all the time. You tell me, man, if you ever oversleep, listen, your body needed it. Your mind needed it. Your body was telling you, no, stay asleep.
Mm-hmm. And if you don't listen, man, you pay for it later.
And I feel phenomenal today. And just tomorrow is going to be such a celebration of the University of Louisville basketball, with what the men are going to do with hiring Kenny Payne, with what the women are going to do, being a number 1 seed at home. I mean, it's going to be such a celebration day for U of L.
I gotta throw a side note in here, man.
And I'm going to be out there. I'm going to be out there. I'm going to go to the women's game, man. I'm going to check them out, dude. It's an NCAA tournament game, number 1 seed. It's going to be awesome.
Well, before the women's game, there's actually a little get together.
Listen,
luncheon
actually,
thing.
Steve Rummage knows about the get together, and I know where it's at. So,
what you gonna crash it?
Listen, 4:00. I think I will be at the get together. So
that's funny, Steve. And you know what's even worse, Steve?
I played for Coach Crum.
Yeah. How did you get involved? Did you lock yourself out? Nikki locked himself? What? Steve, Nikki locked himself out of the studio.
And he probably has no phone.
He looks great too. He looks great. He looks great.
He's been putting in work. Nick and Jack deserve all the credit on planet Earth, man, for what they
That guy is a good guy.
Nick,
that is a damn good guy.
I got worried about you for a second. You were having a full conversation out there.
Well,
Listen, I'm not being emotional with this. Okay. I want to say this on the air right now. Next week, I want James to come by the studio. I'm going to give James my Scott Satterfield Angels Envy bourbon.
You're going a little too far now, Steve.
No, I'm not.
Listen,
I'm not.
He's nice and everything, but
James is getting my bottle of bourbon. No, you don't.
I did. I am a service industry professional as well. I asked, what his drink order was, and he was like, "Man, I just want to come down here and I want to meet Steve."
Listen, and I'm going to gift him.
I don't know, man.
No, it's already done. I've already said it. It's done.
I don't know.
I mean, maybe you could just meet him and then you give me the bourbon.
I can walk. No. Yeah, I can walk. I got to walk you back on that one, Steve.
No, you're
disrespecting my football coach.
No, listen.
You were disrespecting.
I committed
my coach.
The ultimate sin. You do not call somebody a Kentucky fan.
I agree with that.
No, it's done. James, it's done. It's done.
James, if you're listening, don't accept this bottle.
James,
don't accept this bottle.
I'm giving you this signed bottle.
Don't accept it.
Of Scott Satterfield bourbon.
James, don't accept it.
You're gonna accept it, James.
Just say I'm
a bust it on the ground then, in front of everybody if you don't accept it.
Okay, wait now.
I'm going to slam it on the ground if you don't accept it. So listen,
that would be worth the price of admission.
Listen,
that would be
you're just determined to disrespect my coach.
I cannot tell you. Yeah, I know. Look, somebody's like, if it was a Brahms sign, you wouldn't give it away. I wouldn't.
James apologized. He said, "I'm sorry, I told you to shut up." He's like, "I know that wasn't right, but it hurt my feelings when you called me a UK fan." Well, we had, what we need? We need more of that.
You were talking.
We need more of just face to face. I'm sorry. Dap it up.
Even though you can't just come down because we all are licensed to protect ourselves here. So listen, you better be waving that white flag nice and hot.
I don't listen. I can't say. I'm not going to say, but I will imply. If you ever rush the studio and run into the studio with a weapon,
we are prepared to protect ourselves.
Steve and Marcus,
we believe in certain rights that the government has afforded us.
I'll give you a hint. It's an amendment, and it's a single digit one.
There. Yeah, probably don't. But no. Listen, the fact that James, it was that serious to him. Listen, man, I'm not kidding you. Like, no, listen, he deserves that, and I want to say publicly, I am completely wrong for that.
And listen, and he still listen. He looked Nicky right. It's what we talk about, man.
But he said he was sorry, right?
Yeah.
No, exactly.
Okay.
It was a two-way street.
Yeah, listen,
Cool.
I can play with that.
Everyone's cool. Everyone's cool.
It was great eye contact. He was just shoulders up. Hey, man, let's clean this up right now. Like, I like listening to the show. You know, we all good. Like, I could tell right away. It was the James Struble effect. It was like, and again, if you want to come see us and talk to us, wear sandals.
Listen, you know, because
if you got tennis shoes on, I'm expecting you
because
especially
Marcus.
Listen, Steve, if somebody comes here with boots or shoes that are laced all the way up,
that's when the interns earning their college
if
credit.
you walk up with
Operation Meat Shield commence when they get.
If you walk up with a trench coat, like I'm not going to ask questions. So it's
wait a minute. I got to throw one more thing in, Steve.
Okay.
Mom's Faulkner said you called her a Kentucky fan. But that was different.
Ooh.
But Moms, why you bringing up O's?
Moms, you said go Cats.
Okay, come on. I mean, it was purple, but
yeah. Okay,
purple, blue.
Listen.
70% of men are colorblind.
Listen. I will take Moms and Pops Faulkner out anytime. And listen, that's never going to change, man. Look, they have become friends, so that's a different beast.
Okay,
right
who should I take up off the calls?
First off, did you guys remind everyone about the bracket challenge because we have a half hour left?
No, but you should do it.
All right, yeah. You know what, everybody, it is bracket challenge. We up until noon, up until the games tip at noon. We want you guys to enter in because we are doing our ESPN Louisville bracket challenge. As always, the brackets are set, and now it's time to enter the ESPN Louisville bracket challenge. Visit ESPNLouisville.com. Click on the bracket challenge picture on the middle of the page. You have until the games tip 25 minutes from now. You have 25 minutes. Get those in. Man, there's a bevy of great prizes. Includes a Steepleton's Gorilla basketball goal. Those things are awesome. 50-inch TV from our friends at RGB. You have a Liquor Barn Bourbon Experience. A Pop-A-Shot single, the same as the one we have here at the station. Louder Than Life tickets. Wooded View Golf Course passes. Dave & Buster's Power Cards. And much, much more. A little bit of Ale8 swag in there as well. The ESPN Louisville Bracket Challenge presented by our friends at Kentucky Fish and Wildlife, GE Appliances, MakeItAtThePark.com, the original arcade basketball game, Papashot.net, Bet River Sportsbook, and Cox's/Evergreens Liquors. So please, 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 guys, get those brackets in. We want to give you those prizes. Not for nothing, but Janet asked me to fill out a bracket for our office pool, and I did it in about 20 seconds. Not for nothing, your boy hit all the first four. So it's so that means it's all going absolutely up in smoke in about 25 minutes. But yeah,
I wish you had not picked that time to do that read and remind everybody about the awesome bracket challenge. These young ladies put their phone on the window and started doing a TikTok dance
to
record themselves. And you were your head was down recording, and I wanted to record them doing their own recording in my studio.
Oh man, TikTokception.
Yeah. That's totally what it would have been.
This is what I hate. I feel like I'm in high school again, man. You miss school, and everybody's like, "Oh man, you missed school, dude." Hey, look, hey man,
yeah, Spike fought John, and then Sheila fought Megan, and Megan's top came off. That was kind of cool. And then Johnny got Mr. Johnson got like a substitute. We watched a movie the whole time, and then the ice cream man went nuts and gave out free Jolly Bars to everyone. That was kind of cool.
So I'm like, listen, James comes up to the studio. We have a great moment there. We got TikTokers outside. The city is healing itself, man. Like everything's happening. And I listen, you know what? I'm gonna take Marcus's advice. Steven, your body needed to sleep in.
It did.
You feel better.
It did.
I feel good.
And again, this wasn't going to happen. James wasn't going to come up here. You know,
that's true.
It just
everything needed to happen.
Yeah, the world was not going to unfold like that. Had you came into the studio.
And one last thing about James, real quick. Let me say this. You want to know why I think what I told him I would give him is meaningful? Is because how many people in this day would you see come and say, "Hey, I come with the message. I think you were wrong, but I'm sorry as well." Most people would come up there and say, hey, man, I was just coming up here to prove, look, I'm a Louisville fan, man. You was wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like, we have fun. And it's, hey, man, all right, It's all good, James. But the fact he come up there to say, hey, man, I was wrong. I'm sorry, too. I mean, I think you was wrong, too. But look, I'm sorry. So let me just start with that, man. Like that. Listen, that I know. Dude, I got so much respect
because he doesn't live on Twitter.
Yes,
he doesn't live through the Twitter. Say what you want and think you're never gonna run into me. Think right.
As Dave Chappelle says, I don't care because Twitter's not a real place.
Yeah, where you actually like, we're going to this restaurant with my son, and I'm like, hey son, remember I told you that kid James be talking? That's him right there.
Listen, man, that's awesome, dude.
Get him.
Yeah. Jalen, one of the new vice presidents of the NFLPA.
Yeah, congrats, by the way.
VP Jalen.
I can't believe he's a vice president in the NFL Players Association.
Hey, dude, you got to quit renting movies on Amazon Prime, brother.
Oh, is that what he's doing?
Yeah.
Oh, he's going. Oh,
okay. All right.
You got a job, boy?
We got $100 in renting movies last
week. Who do I
man.
need to take, Nikki?
Let's go with Ulysses.
Ulysses, fire away, my man.
Good morning, gentlemen. How are you today?
Great. Good.
Real quick, a couple of things. First of all, I had a Kentucky fan who I'm familiar with come up to me and congratulate me with regards to the hiring of Kenny Payne. It was a beautiful thing to just know he's on his way. While I was waiting on you guys, an oddity. I don't know if it's the omen of anything, but I had these cardinal birds. It was a male and female cardinal bird on the ground. I'm looking at them, taking pictures of them. It's just an unusual thing to see. But anyway, what I really wanted to talk about was I remember one of the things I remember most about Kenny Payne was that man had a picture perfect jump shot. It was sweet. I mean, he was really accurate with it too. I remember a game, one of his last games, I think it was in his senior year, where I think we were playing against Illinois, and I think he scored like 25 or 28 points in that game. Kenny was the man back in the day, man. But that jump shot was sweet. Best form you ever want to see. But anyway, I'm sidetracking myself. I know, Marcus, but I've got this question. If you want to address it another time, that's fine. But I'd like to know what's going forward, what's going to be done with the board, with the 6-member Kentucky affiliated people. I'd like to know about it, and that's about all I got, man. Have a great day.
Appreciate the call, Ulysses, and
absolutely,
I appreciate that you know me enough to know I wouldn't dare interrupt today's vibe talking about the board, but I will address that at a later date. But I totally appreciate the question on that one. Nikki, do
J-Dog.
You sure you want to slip in a break real quick, or we just J-Dog? Thanks for joining us on 93.9. What's on your mind?
What's going on? Oh, no, I just wanted to talk about the old Kenny Payne situation and, what I thought about it.
I'm listening.
What do y'all? Go ahead.
No, fire away.
Good. Yeah.
My thing is, I'm excited about it and all that and what he can bring to the program, but are we that confident in a guy that, got the Knicks going 29 and 40? I know it's Eastern Conference, but, and the thing is, you pay them guys, but I don't know. Maybe it's just me,
That's fair. Let me ask you this: are you, because are you looking for the downsides of it? Like while everybody's really excited, are you just kind of like looking at things that can go wrong?
No. I just don't want to get my head too pumped up, because it's just. When we brought in Kenny Payne's the real deal and J-Dog's an idiot. Oh, no. Don't listen to him, Maven. Oh, my God. These guys, I'll tell you what. But, yeah, he's horrible. He's had too many twisted teas.
It is a nice day for twisted teas.
It's okay. Listen, no.
That's what
you
life
bring up
is.
valid questions, though. Yeah. There are, listen, J-Dog, seriously, there is some what I would call risk involved because I think you look and you say Calipari's there's never really been anybody from the Calipari tree that has necessarily went on to major success. you say he's. I mean, the never been a head coach thing to me is kind of easy to dismiss, like because I think there's proof of that happening other places. But there are questions with Kenny Payne. Like we're excited. I think it's a big deal for the community. But yes, at the end of the day, I mean, we are going to have to in the coming weeks go, okay, let's evaluate the entire hire as a whole, and okay, what does he need?
To set our expectations.
No, it's fair. It's fair to ask those questions.
Yeah. I mean, my thing is, you got to have the talent to win these days. And, is he going to get them same 5-star recruits that, he pulled in, the big guys, Kentucky, the Cousins, and, all them? Is he going to be able to pull that here? And if he does, how effective is it? Is he going to, I don't know. I just hope he brings the same will as he brought down there, without having to, go to the table and pay them a little extra, like they do at the Lexington.
Well, it's all.
We'll do it now.
It's all legal now.
Yeah. With that, I'm excited, and I love what he can bring. But you look at him now; he's got a mini UK team up there in New York, and it's like it's not really doing no justice, and which I'm a big New York hater anyway. But I just hope he brings right atmosphere to. Hey, come on, man. I'm sorry.
Appreciate the call.
Hey, J-Dog, appreciate that call.
Hey, free Nina.
Oh no.
That call had everything.
Nick has a shirt that says that. Actually, he wears around the studio.
That was wow.
But it was. Listen, that call was a perfect
energy gauge.
Listen, he's still my friend, so I don't look. Y'all can crush whatever you want, but whatever. I'll just say that. I don't care to say that publicly. But it's one of those things where, listen, that call was a perfect microcosm of what's happening around the city right now.
Yes.
People are excited about jail. It's 100%, man, because you do get, even if you're excited about the hire, you have to now start sitting back and going, okay, well, we did it. Hey, I love this girl, I'm pretty sure, but now I'm married. You're like, okay, I have to think about it for a second.
It's a lot easier now to ask these questions.
but yeah, and you're gonna have my guy in the background. It's like, he's an idiot. We love Kenny Payne. I do know.
Drew's dying right now.
Listen, yeah, I know.
Butch. Wait, we got Butch. Is it Butch? Yeah, Butch. Fire away, my man.
What's up, Marcus and Steve?
Feeling good.
What's up,
Butch? Hey, good hire, man. That was a good hire for the city.
Thank you, Butch.
It's all about the city.
Yeah. Hey, I want to ask you a serious question though.
Listen, what we doing for the tournament games?
Yeah.
What time y'all play today?
Hey, hey, Butch.
Yeah.
Butch, did you happen to see? I know because recruiting is going to be a big story going forward. Was you out there to help Reed Shepard up when he got his ankles broke yesterday and got beat in the first round?
Is that what y'all gonna put out against Kenny Payne's boys?
Is that what y'all got for Kenny Payne in the next couple of years?
No, but I'm gonna say this though. Y'all, your last caller mentioned somebody getting paid down in Lexington. So wasn't Kenny Payne a part of that too?
Yes.
He's gonna pay people here too.
So give us our championship back.
Yes, Butch. He's going to pay people here. What are we talking about here?
No, you got the championship. That's not you won the championship.
No. We're talking about 2012, Butch.
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
Man,
listen.
Oh no! You draw the line right at 13.
Hey, anything happened before 13.
Yeah, you're right.
Hey, Butch.
2012 is when the game changed.
Hey, Butch. Why is Calipari out there now in the post game going? I mean, it's just one game a year, guys. I mean, do we even really care about the Louisville game? I mean,
hold on.
It's just one
Steve,
year.
Steve, talk.
Are y'all?
Yeah.
The women have a fantastic chance to win this year. That's all I can say.
Thank you, Butch.
And good luck to that.
And the UK, listen, and the UK women are playing extremely well themselves. I will be cordial with you.
So I'm gonna come down there one of these games, man. I'll be down there. I'll bring y'all.
I thought that was L.
Well, that would be
L.
Yeah.
Oh man,
I was gonna say, get in here.
That would be phenomenal, Butch. That would be phenomenal.
Yes, sir.
No,
And,
I don't think we're playing today, though, Butch. Darn it.
I know y'all hate for me to say it, but I love saying it. Go Big Blue, baby.
That don't even sound right. Y'all do realize Butch is a y'all realize Butch is a
hey Marcus.
What's the word? What is
this
he called?
Kenny Payne thing's winning, Butch. We're getting Butch back.
I meant to say that.
He's a fence rider.
I meant to say that.
Yeah,
Steve. I meant to open the show early. I saw Rick Pitino go do the I saw people switch and say, "Oh,
did he win last night?"
Rick?
Yeah,
I didn't see. Listen, yes, the on the fencers, the Kenny Payne. I'm telling you, you cannot. This kind of energy. These kids, they're like, listen, Kenny Payne's the new hotness. Look, I'm tired of KCDs.
Listen,
Kenny Payne's the new hotness.
Butch, we're winning, Butch.
And
you're gonna convert him. We're gonna convert him.
No. Nikki, Butch was a Louisville fan.
Oh, he jumped.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
He just won't tell us which guy took which girl of his that made him flip. But we know it. Look, I'm joking about that, but not really. But kind of, but not really. He said something changed him. He won't tell us.
It was a woman. We're almost positive.
That's the
he didn't like how Dino got killed.
That's the only thing that could flip somebody. And
can we flip? Can we flip Vince?
Can we flip who?
Can we flip UK Vince?
He's a closet lover. He loves Louisville on the low.
I'm probably as harsh on UK. Me and UK Vince have a very strong love-hate, man.
Iona lost.
They did.
That's what Texas said.
Okay. Thank you, Texter. I was just curious. I didn't see.
Why is Cal saying this? Never mind.
Wait, since we're basically just going to go up to the top, can we, before we get these last two callers, our boy Corrito tweeted this, and it was Seth Davis last night. We're probably going to replay. Patty, me, and Jackie Boy are going to go until 2. We're going to play a bunch of Kenny Payne sound and everything. And if you want to keep the calls coming, by all means,
let's go. Yeah,
but we're probably going to replay this as well. But I thought it was
don't burn it on this show.
No. It's good.
Nobody can hear it.
No, literally nobody can hear it.
Nobody can hear it.
This is good, Nick.
Nobody can hear.
All right, so swing and a miss there. Sorry, it sounded better in my ear.
Listen. Let me remind everybody because Steve is now. I mean, not Steve, but Nikki is now sweating because he screwed up really, really bad.
Yeah.
And speaking of sweating, temperature control is one of the most valuable resources one could have. And if you agree, then DFH Company is most certainly the company for you. Simply dial 968-6222, or you can look them up online at dfhcompany.com. Make sure you look into the Mitsubishi Mini Split like the one we use here at our 93.9 studios for that hard to heat, hard to cool room in your home. Again, 968-6222, or you can look them up online at dfhcompany.com. Also, thanks to Adam and his staff for dropping off Wing Zone Catering to the ESPN Louisville studios. And they have you covered for all the games this weekend. Try the ESPN Louisville special. 10 boneless wings, wedges, and a drink for $9.39. Just mention ESPN Louisville, good 7 days a week. Order online, wingzone.com. 2 Louisville locations, Hikes Point and Poplar Level Road location at Quarry Center. Who do we get, Nikki? Got 2 more left.
Let's shoot through them real fast. We got Roger, Chris from Antarctica, and Dana. I could pot all 3 of them at the same time if you want. That actually could be.
Nikki, you're trying to destroy everything we put together. I'm potting up 3 people at the same time.
I get sent as, I can't make you guys get too happy.
Listen, let's fire quick. Who we got?
All right, we got Roger to start.
Roger, fire away.
Hey, first of all, I'm one of those 63-year-old kids that's excited about Kenny being here. Also, my last memory of seeing Kenny play was at a charity event at Bellarmine right after he graduated. It was former UK against former U of L players. And Kenny Payne was literally heads above every other player on the court. I mean, you saw everybody was jumping. You saw Kenny up above everybody. It was amazing. That was the most energetic I'd seen him play all year, it seemed like. And that's my last memory of seeing him play, but I'm so excited to have him here.
Yeah, absolutely, Roger. I appreciate the call. I got to fire quick. Actually, I did a little alumni charity game when I was leaving school. Greg might have just dominated me out there. It's like, Jesus, he's so big. It's like, I'm supposed to be in shape and young and spry, and he's just so
It's like,
big and
man,
strong.
I remember getting out there with my guy Trez, and it was like, yeah, but he a little bit better than I am right now. But it was fun. It was a good time though.
Yeah, I'm not here for a good time.
I'd play him again today. We can see, but
yeah, because
Run it back.
Yeah. Rematch. Who we got?
Yeah.
Nicky?
All right, we got Chris from Antarctica and then Dana.
Chris from Antarctica. Fire away, my man.
Hey, Steve. Marcus, how you doing, Steve?
yes,
I live on Miss Flower Circle, and Russ is in the hood. We're not going to allow the smashing of the Angels in the bottle.
Listen,
Thank you, Chris.
Hey,
Talk to him.
Chris,
to him.
listen. I'm going over. I'm actually going over in next week, and I'm getting me me and the wife are getting a membership over here to this bourbon club. So it'd be a good time, man. That's
Things are
right.
happening in the hood right now. That's for sure.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
You go buy him a bottle, Steve. You don't give away that Satterfield.
We got Ramses. We got it all. Hey, Chris, man, listen, we gonna have to get together sometime, man. Yeah.
All right. Like I said, I live on Miss Flower. We can find each other.
Yeah. Hey, look, I'm right here on Norton Commons Boulevard, so we get together, man.
Appreciate the call, Chris.
Yeah.
Jalen, I want to move out with Steven and Chris in Norton Commons. Can you make that happen for me? Dana, fire away.
There's spots over here.
What's going on, guys? Long time no call in.
You been mad?
Haven't had much to call in about. The last couple of years, I've not worn any Louisville gear unless I'm going to a women's game. At 10 o'clock tomorrow, my gear comes back out.
So you a fair weather fan?
Don't do Dana like that.
I just don't want all the crazy looks while I got that stuff on while we doing what we was doing, and had somebody on the sideline look like he didn't want to be there. So I'm so excited about tomorrow at 10 o'clock. And I got a friend of mine, just like that guy that called in, that is a UK fan that used to be a Louisville fan, admits he was a Louisville fan, but I've yet to figure out why he switched. I don't know if he became a Crip. I don't know what the hell happened that he couldn't wear red. I don't know. I mean, he confesses and running up and down Broadway after the '86 championship, but now he bleeds blue. I don't get it. I don't understand it. How do you switch teams in the middle of your life? That makes no sense. He didn't go to school there. He didn't have a kid to go to school there. They didn't get a scholarship to UK. He's just now a UK fan. That's a fair weather fan that jumped ship when the Cards were having a rough time and decided to go with Kentucky because they, started winning there in the 90s with Rick. But I don't understand people like that. It just drives me nuts. He's a friend of mine, but I really want to cuss him out. But anyway, you guys have an awesome day. See y'all guys tomorrow at 10 and go Cards.
Absolutely. Appreciate the call. Listen. When Smokey was hanging out with Hector, he ain't never been right ever since.
Look,
man. Debo.
Hey, everybody just listen up for tomorrow. We'll see what the schedule's looking like.